Hello, boxing fans around the world. Thank you once again for joining us for another very special edition of Talkin Fight. Here on Knuckle Up, we've got a special guest in the green room. As a matter of fact, two special guests today, actually. Hollie Towl, fighting out of Sheffield, UK, is joining us along with Cedric Ben. And I'll leave them both in your good hands, Michael.
Definitely, for sure. Honestly, what a great female Friday. We got Hollie Towl in here. Can't wait to talk to her. You know, she's started off her pro career. Undefeated now. She's 2-0, one knockout. Great female fighter, great representative for the sport. I can't wait to get her in here. We're going to talk to her, Graham. So I guess we'll just push you off to the side and bring Hollie and Cedric, and we'll get this interview underway.
I'm used to it.
Hollie, how are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. I'm doing good.
Cedric, thanks for joining us as well.
Oh, I'll turn my phone sideways.
Yeah, get your phone turned around and situated there.
Good evening, Hollie. Thanks for joining us.
All right, thank you.
So, Hollie, thank you for taking the time out of your really busy training schedule here to join us on Knuckle Up. I've been watching your career slowly take off here. You're now 2-0 with one knockout, correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
That's correct. So, honestly, how did you get into boxing? What age did you start boxing at?
I started boxing when I was 10. I did like the little kid sessions, and then I obviously joined up to the adult sessions and started from there.
Okay. What were some of your influence to start competing when you were doing boxing?
It was mainly obviously like the kids, the women in the gym, like Nicola, and just the adults. Really, I just enjoyed the sport.
They kind of got you going, got you excited to join. So how long did you compete as an amateur? What was how many fights did you have, and what was your record?
I think if I remember, I had 35 fights, and then I think 26 or 27 wins.
Excellent. Can you describe your first time in the ring as an amateur and the feeling that you were going through?
It was very, very scary. I ended up losing the first 10 seconds into the fight, but it was a learning curve, and we went back into the gym. We started training harder and harder, and then we went back out, and then we won my second fight, I think, or I might have lost it again, but we kept training and winning after that.
You've had so many wins. It's hard to remember how
Yeah.
But you know what? Honestly, just before you continue, just to show, one thing that you can teach someone to have skills, but one thing that I think you can't teach is to have heart. And for the simple fact that you said you got basically stopped in your first fight in the first 10 seconds. Most people would take that experience and never look back at a boxing ring ever again. You know what I'm saying? So just for the simple fact that, especially as a 10-year-old, that you had enough composure to relax and understand to keep working hard and to pursue, that's a good feat. So congratulations just for doing that.
We have a question from our friends over at Last Bell Boxing. It says, "Hi Hollie from Nottingham. Are you Wednesday or United?"
I don't support football, but my best friend is a Wednesday fan, so I'm my other best friend. So yeah, I've got to support Wednesday.
Well, there you go, Carl. I hope that answers your question. That's our friends over at Last Bell Boxing. Speaking of, so what team do you train with right now, and what gym are you training at?
I train at Xbox Boxing Academy in Wakeside.
And you're trained by Chris Boyle, is it?
Yeah, Chris Boyle. Yeah.
What do you think separates you from every other fighter in your division?
I think mainly the style and the heart. I think I've got a good style, and the way I am in the ring from out of the ring is different level.
Okay. In the next, what are your goals in, say, the next 6 months to a year? What do you want to accomplish in the ring? Where do you want to be, say, a year from now?
I want to be still undefeated, and hopefully defending titles.
Okay. Can you run us say through a day in training, like a day of camp? What it starts like, what you finish, and everything that you do in between.
Usually I get up at 8 and then go to the gym, train there for a couple of hours, and then come back, have some food, and go back after an hour, and then train again, and then come back home and relax.
What kind of strength and
question
conditioning?
about?
Yeah, Cedric, go ahead. Strength and conditioning, brother, go.
Just a question. Just a question about the cardio, because I'm always curious. A lot of boxers have different ways of making sure that their cardio is making sure that their cardio is up there. Some people like to run, some people like to swim, some people like to bike extra miles. What's your preference to make sure that your cardio is up?
Yeah, usually I'm either running or biking. I don't really
How
do
many miles do you think?
I usually do just a couple, like 3 or 4 miles.
Nice.
What do you believe has
And
been
of
your
course, like, coming up.
greatest? Go on, Cedric.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. What do you believe? What do you
I was
believe
just,
are some of your greatest challenges that you faced to date so far?
Pardon, what did you say, sorry?
What do you think some of the greatest challenges that you faced so far today in your career?
My last fight, that was quite tough. That was against an Irish girl, and she was really hard. It was a tough fight.
What did you do to overcome it?
I just kept coming back, fighting back, and I just had to keep going. I had to reach deep.
I've heard of this thing called Biba, which is I guess making things better for boxers. Can you explain what that is and how it affects boxing in Sheffield right now?
BIBA is just another boxing association with a lot of great boxers, and to be honest with you, I don't really know much, but Chris does and Nicola, but I don't really know much about it.
Okay, fair enough. Do you have any other hobbies or interests outside of the sport? Do you have time to do any other extracurricular activities, or are you just like stuck in the gym all the time?
Yeah, I am usually stuck in the gym, or I'm hanging around with my family or friends.
What are some of your role models that you look up to in the sport?
I look up to Mike Tyson, obviously, Lomachenko, Mayweather, just all them.
Do you take some of the things out of their arsenals and try to apply it to your game?
Yeah, I always like to learn new stuff, and obviously they're great boxers, so I just learn the new things that they put out and try to do that too.
If you dream fight. If you could fight anybody today, living or retired, who would it be?
I don't know. That's a tough one. I've always wanted to box Terry Harper, but she's an amazing boxer, obviously, and really up there. But obviously, in the future, hopefully, it'll be a fight to watch.
Hopefully, you'll be able to fight her. That'd be great,
yeah.
eh?
Yeah, she's an amazing boxer. I do look up to her. She's
definitely
really
an amazing boxer. So are you. You know, I've watched your skill level is a lot better off than most people your age in the game. You know, you're just newly into the sport. What do you want to be remembered for when you leave the game and you're ready to retire and hang it up?
I want to remember as someone that shows that you can do it with whatever background you have, and you can keep fighting and doing what you do, doing what you love.
Perfect. Cedric, you sound a lot better, brother. I think your microphone problem's fixed. Oh, you're gone again. Unfortunately, he's having some technical difficulties.
I'm sorry, I could barely hear. I got to fix my headphones here. Continue on. I'm trying to.
It's all right. What strengths do you believe that you have that make you the great athlete that you are?
I don't know.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to put you in the hot seat and just get you all mixed up. But yes, take your time, just answer. It's all good. No.
I don't know. I think my composure and I don't know. I have no idea.
Okay, we'll move on. We'll move on. What's the worst thing about training that you hate? What do you hate about your training that you have to do? That you have to do today?
Training in the sun's hard.
Yeah.
That's hard. But the cardio, yeah, I think that is mainly the toughest part.
If you had any words of advice to give the young and up and coming females in the sport, what would it be?
Reach for your goals and don't quit because someone's telling you to quit, and just keep fighting for what you believe in.
Cedric, I know you have some questions that I know you want answered. So yeah, please go ahead.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you perfectly.
Perfect. I was just wondering, Hollie. So, sorry, and how old are you right now?
17.
17. Wow, and pro already. So, what exactly gave you the confidence to turn professional at such a young age?
Well, my coach told me that I could turn if I wanted to, and if I had the opportunity to, and because there's not many females at my weight that have not boxed already, and
Basically,
because
your
I keep
team.
What did you say?
Your team felt that you were ready to turn pro. That's what gave you the confidence.
Yeah, and that I didn't have any people that I could fight anymore that I've already fought.
Oh wow! So do you find it
all
hard
the
to
competition at the amateur level?
Yeah.
At my weight, yeah.
So do you find it hard to find fights at your weight right now?
Yeah, at my weight, because I used to be obviously 60 kg, and then I've been going up and down weights, and I've fought the same amount of same people multiple times, so it got repetitive.
Do you find it frustrating that you have to fight the same people over and over again?
Yeah, because it's the same people, and you're just fighting the same fight. It's not pushing you further.
So what are some of the plans to I guess get past that? Are you going to keep moving up a weight until you can find better competition, or are you going to start venturing off to maybe other countries to fight? What are the plans?
Well, I think we're going up weight, or we're going to go to obviously different countries to find fights.
What do you believe are some of your weaknesses, and what are you going to do to improve them?
Some of my weaknesses, it probably is like cardio, like you said. Cardio, I need to improve on that.
Do you have a strict eating plan that you follow, like a nutrition plan, or?
Yeah, we get food come to us every week, so that's good.
Oh wow. We have a question coming in right now. Does Hollie intend to keep the nickname?
The Blonde Bomber. I think right now, possibly, but I think later on, I think it might change.
Okay. How did you get the Blonde Bomber nickname?
When I was an amateur, I used to just like go in there and bomb them out. If that's the right word.
Nice.
Okay. Being 17, I guess. Are you still in school at the moment?
No, I've left school now.
You've left school.
Yeah.
Did you find it hard to juggle both your academic career and your amateur career in boxing?
When I was amateur, no, it was quite easy because I went to school, then came back, and then went to the gym, so it was all right.
So it got harder as you became, well, when you turned pro, correct?
Yeah.
What are some of the things you did to kind of keep on top of both? Did you have like a strict scheduling, or did you have home tutored?
No, I wasn't very academic at school. I wasn't the brightest of them all. So I didn't really do well in school, but obviously because I enjoyed boxing and I'm decent at it, I obviously went to that path.
Okay. Cedric, do you have any questions, brother?
I did. There's a question about the amateur ranks. Again, did you have any thought of trying to like qualify for the Olympics, sticking around to qualify for the Olympics, or just wanted to just couldn't wait to go pro?
I was mainly focused on the pro side of it, but I did get onto the England pathway, but I didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I would. So obviously, I didn't do that road.
Interesting. And you said so this is your full-time job now, the professional boxer. So you're not in school anymore. Obviously you're still young, so you're not, but do you have any plans? Do you know what you want to do after boxing?
Probably something to do with boxing, like obviously like teaching kids, the younger generation, how to box, or something like that to influence them.
Yeah, giving back your knowledge to the younger generation, inspire the kids, keep them out of trouble. That's good.
That's great. Those are good aspirations, man, for such a young person. Honestly, truthfully, being this young, do you find it scary at times going through all this and stepping in the ring with these people? I know like it gets easier as it goes on, but do you still get those nerves every time you step into the ring to fight an opponent?
100%. Yeah, I'm always nervous. I'm a very nervous person. But when I'm in the ring, it just changes. Like I just switch.
You just flip that switch and everything kind of cools down and stays calm.
After
So are there any tricks to help you do that you do?
I mainly just focus and listen to music or motivational speakers.
Okay. Who's your biggest female? Well, I guess your biggest female role model in boxing right now. Who would you say you look up to the most out of all the females out there?
I look up to them all, but mainly Clarissa Shields. She's great. Terry Harper and Katie Taylor. Them three, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Cedric, any strength and conditioning questions you have?
Yes. How? Because you're still, still 17, so you're still somewhat, growing, developing with your muscles and stuff like that. So how do you incorporate your strength and conditioning? Do you lift any weights, or you just stick to body weight exercises like push-ups and pull-ups, or do you actually like lift weights for your strength?
Yeah, we lift weights and we do it 2 or 3 times a week normally.
Good.
But not obviously very heavy ones, but a heavy amount.
Yeah. To keep you strong, but still light enough to keep in your weight class.
Yeah.
Now, Cedric, you're a strength and conditioning coach. Is this normal for people at her age to lift weights at a couple of times a week, or is it something that you try to shy away from and do other kind of drills?
It depends where they are in their athletic age. Because some kids grow faster than others. Some kids are slower developers as far as physically. So ideally I try to make sure that they're strong with just body weight exercises first. Push-ups, pull-ups, squats, no weights, walking lunges, again, no weights, just using their own body weight, getting comfortable with that first, and then slowly introducing the weights. It's not 100% necessary. It does help, but it's not 100% necessary. You can still get the job done with just body weight exercises if you just want to focus on that. So
I guess
it depends. It's not like
Hollie, you must go through all that kind of stuff that he was mentioning.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly, because
it's not like one formula that fits everyone. You got to look at the person and, you know, fit the formula for that specific individual. Yeah.
Right. Any Holly, I want to ask you, do you want to be loved or do you want to be feared?
What did you say? Sorry, cut off.
In your career, do you want to be loved or do you want to be feared by your opponents?
I want to be a bit of both. I want to be respected and both. Yeah, loved and feared.
Okay. You have one knockout on your resume right now.
Mm-hmm.
Can you run us through the feeling that came over you the first time you knocked your opponent out?
Well, it wasn't really a knockout. It was a headbutt. It ended up being I think I threw a right hand and then we obviously headbutted and then they had to stop the competition.
Ooh, okay. Well, still knockout on your record.
Yeah, it's true.
What's your favorite punch? What's your money maker? What do you love to throw and what do you want to end with?
I love to throw a left hook to the body and then over an overhand right.
Now, are there any drills that you do to actually, you know, tighten that up, make it strong, make it your killer punch?
Yeah, me and Chris are always on the pads working on it in the ring, doing the body work as well.
Okay.
Nice. Mike and I have a show on Sundays called Knockout of the Week, so we're hoping that you can make an appearance on there soon. Hopefully
yeah, we're hoping that one of our female guests actually get to take home that Covenant Award of Knockout of the Week. So honestly and truthfully, we're hoping, Holly, that you're going to come through for us. And you're going to give us that big knockout that we want to see.
Hopefully, we will see.
Any chance to let us know when your next fight's going to be? Do you know when it's happening? Do you know when you're scheduled?
Yeah, my next fight is on the 14th of August.
Okay, and where's that going to be held?
That is in Essex.
Essex. Okay. Do you know who you're fighting?
I'm fighting this girl. I think her name's Zizi in Greece. She's from Greece.
Okay. Do you plan? How many more times do you plan on fighting this year?
I think I'm fighting as well in September.
Okay.
And then I think November. I think I'm fighting in November as well.
So you want to finish out the year like 5-0, 5-0, 6-0 kind of thing?
Yeah, hopefully.
It should be good. You know what? Honestly, you do have the tools to do it. Honestly, you're very busy. This is what I've noticed in your fighting. You know, you come forward really quick. You can close that gap, and your ability to put together these 4, 5, and 6 punch combinations it just overwhelms your opponents. It's great. Honestly, you and your trainer are doing wonderful. I can't wait to see you in the ring again. I don't want to keep you too much longer, Holly, because I know that you're a busy woman and you have training to do. And I know that you took this time out of your schedule to, jump on and talk with us. Yes, we definitely want to have you back again after your next fight so we can talk about how you knocked that person out.
Yes.
Exactly.
And Cedric, I don't know if you have any final questions you'd like to ask her.
No final questions. Just good luck in your career. Just make sure you stay focused, keep working hard, keep training hard, and I'm sure you'll be successful.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yes, definitely. Holly, thank you again for taking out the time to come on and speak with us. Thank you. We're definitely going to be behind you watching your next fight. So make sure that you send us that reminder, or we're going to set that reminder right now. August 14th, guys. Remember watching out there in Talkin Fight land. That's going to be Hollie Towl going for her third victory.
Wait. We got to maybe not round up. We got to double check the time because assuming it'll be a little bit of a time difference, right? So we got to make sure.
Oh, yeah. They're 5 hours ahead, so we'll figure that out. We'll let everybody know the exact time and date. But, yes, guys, thank you again. Holly, stick around for a few seconds after we shut off. It'll be great. Knuckle Up fans, thanks for tuning in for another wonderful episode of Female Friday. Today we had Hollie Towl. Thank you again, Holly, for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Cedric, thank you again for joining us. It's always a pleasure, brother. Guys, Friday night panel tonight, we're having Tim Witherspoon on with Cash Ali. So make sure you tune in for that. That's going to be a great Friday night panel. And yeah, man, make sure you stick around for our Sunday knockout of the week. Guys, view it, like it, share it, jab that like, hook, subscribe, knock us out those comments. It's Mike Orr at 4. Knuckle up.